Okay, so funny story. Actually, not so funny. I reshot this video 5 times. Seriously. I reshot it, trying to make it perfect, and then I spent like 2 hours editing the last shoot that I did, only for it to decide not to open on my computer after I got all done with it. So now it's late, it's after midnight, I have work tomorrow. So after all of that reshooting and refilming and editing and obsessing and crying, now we are stuck with kind of the last minute piece of shit. So I'm sorry. Hopefully none of you are looking forward to this too much. Alright, let's get started before I fall asleep. The first question is, do you think you'll have more kids? Nope. Answer that one for you right now. I love my kids. Kids are awesome. I would marry someone with kids, but no, I myself will not be having any more kids. Would you be in another May-December relationship? I would not seek a person out just because they were older than me, but if I met someone that was older, you know, not like on their deathbed or anything, knowing that I have to push around a wheelchair right now, because it's just, let's face it, I have no upper body strength for that shit. Yeah, sure, I would date someone that was older than me again, given that that person was just right for me. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? I hit the snooze button probably like 100 million times, and then I lay in bed and cry, kind of like this. Oh my god, I don't want to get up. And then finally I get up and I go in the bathroom and I wash my face and brush my teeth. That is the first thing I do. What is the best way to learn how to write poetry? Fall into a deep and miserable depression from which you never recover. That'll learn you. One reader asked, will you marry me? It's a very sweet and cute offer. However, you, I think, are like 14, so I'm gonna have to say no. Very sweet though. And, you know, when you're 18, are you a screamer? First of all, if you mean what I think you mean by this question, then ew. Did not realize I had so many creepers that read my blog. Definitely got some weird ass questions. If you mean the opposite of what I think you mean, and you're just wondering if I scream at people, and absolutely, I scream at people all the time. You know, for instance, I like to drive past this certain group of religious protesters that stand outside my daughter's ballet studio and protest abortion to 9-year-olds. There must be a big uprising of abortions by 9-year-olds. I like to drive by and scream at them all the time. It's very satisfying, and I'm pretty sure they don't have weapons. Big spoon or little spoon? Little spoon all the way. You know, I don't even know if that's a serious question, because I'm not sure I've ever met a girl in the world that wanted to be the big spoon. I mean, I've done it. I've been the big spoon. You roll over at night and your boyfriend's kind of got his back to you and you just want to cuddle because you're a girl. We always want to cuddle. So you kind of just, you know, snuggle up on that and cuddle him because his back is to you. Maybe he doesn't want to talk to you right now because you audibly farted a lot in your sleep and he's turned his back on you. Maybe you threw up on him while you were drunk. Maybe you gave his dad a blowjob. I don't know. Whatever the reason is that he has his back to you, you know, may you still want to cuddle, then it is acceptable for a girl to be the big spoon. But never under any circumstances can a girl just get in bed with a guy and be like, roll over, baby, I want to spoon you from behind. Because that's icky. How do you like your eggs? I'm actually not going to answer this question truthfully, because I'm just not. I like all different kinds of eggs. There's one particular kind of egg that I like a lot, and there are people that know what that kind of egg is, and I'm just weird about my eggs, and I don't want just random strangers knowing how I eat my fucking eggs. I don't know. It's a thing. It's weird, but there you have it. What do you want for Christmas? I want a bear. For like my whole life, every year I've been asking for a freaking bear for Christmas, and I've never gotten one. It's like my 25th or 26th or whatever Christmas. I don't know. I would have to count, because it's always like one more or an equal number to your age. Anyway, I've had a lot of Christmases, and I've yet to get a real fucking bear. So, Santa, if you're out there, I've always been good to you, man. Just come through for me, like this one time. Which way do you face in the shower? I face like all kinds of crazy directions. I'm just all over the place. I like to change it up. It's like a breakdance party in there. I don't know anybody that just faces one way the whole time. And if they did, I don't know how they could possibly get clean. How do you know when you're in love? You know that you are in love when you're willing to drive more than 10 miles to visit that person in jail and or prison. No, that's a joke. I think that you're in love when that is the last person that you want to talk to at the end of the day, no matter what happened that day. If you fought, if they made you cry, if it wasn't the best day in the world, if no matter what happens, that's the last person that you want to talk to or see at the end of the day, then you're probably in love. Are you a good singer? I am not, but I am an excellent person. So, you can't have everything. What would you do if you were attacked by a bear? This is a ridiculous question. First of all, a bear would never attack me. It would recognize me as one of its own. It would know that I am its best friend, and it would just never do that. Second of all, if I were in close enough proximity to a bear for it to attack me if it wanted to, I would probably attack the bear first. It would not even have a chance. I would tackle it and run toward it and just love it forever. On the off chance that a bear got confused and I was maybe wearing like a deer suit or something at the time and it attacked me, I would just enjoy that split second that you think to yourself, I'm hugging a bear, right before it tore my body apart. What size shoe do you wear? Well, I wear a size 6, but a 7 feels so good that I buy a size 8. The shoes I wore today were 8.5, so figure that shit out. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Nothing. I would get a fucking job, and I would earn the money to purchase one, and I would go to the store and I would buy one. I would not do weird shit for a Klondike bar. I never understood those commercials when I was little, where there's people like doing all this crazy stuff for a square ice cream with like this flimsy little shell that just shatters as soon as you look at it, and then the inside just melts all over the place. They are kind of ridiculous and useless items. If the question was, what would you do for, a free ride to space, or $1 million, or to be a bear, those are different answers. There's nothing I wouldn't do to be a bear. Back or side sleeper? I am a stomach sleeper all the way. However, I must have a body pillow because I have to lay down on my side when I get in bed, and then I like rotate to my stomach as I get more tired, and then I turn to my side again, and then just as I'm falling asleep I turn back to my stomach. It's like a choreographed dance. And anyone that sleeps in the same bed with me long enough figures it out. Like they start to realize, okay, she's made her first turn onto her stomach. She'll make another turn onto her side and then her stomach, and then she'll fall asleep. Or maybe I just like have shared beds with a lot of creepy ass people that sit and stare at me and like memorize my sleep patterns. I don't know. But apparently it's like the same every time. Why do you cuss so much? I cuss so much because there are not enough words in the English language for me to describe how awesome or stupid or ridiculous or fucking amazing some things just are. You just need more words. And the remaining words just happen to be cuss words. And if it offends you, I'm very sorry. But I don't care. Do you have a code word for sex? And if so, what is it? Putting the chicken in the bread box. Duh. Doesn't everybody call it that? No, I'm kidding. I like to say make love because intercourse is sweet and lovely. That's ridiculous. I've actually never had sex. And last but not least, the most popular question that I got, like a third of the people that sent me questions asked me this one question, and that is, where are things with you and Bill right now? Things with me and Bill right now are good, fine. If you're asking what our relationship status is right now, I guess, I mean, the only thing you could really call us right now is friends. We're not enemies. We're not, I wouldn't just call him my ex-boyfriend. I think that's, that takes away from, you know, how much we care about each other and always try to be there for each other and look out for each other. We're friends. I mean, you know, just like anything else, we're not always great at it. We're figuring it out, I guess. It's been together a long time. We've been in each other's lives a long time. It's complicated. But, I mean, it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. With us, with me, you know, with him, whatever happens, everything's gonna be okay. So, it's kind of funny and cool that you guys are so interested in our story. I don't know, maybe someday we'll write a book or a movie about it or something, but it would have to be after Bill is dead, because if I wrote a book detailing like the intimate details of our relationship and sold it, he would fucking kill himself. He's a very private person. Anyway, that concludes the video Q&A, at least the first one. I still have probably 50 questions that I didn't get to in this video. So, you know, maybe we'll do another video and get to the rest at some point. Probably not for another week or two because this shit is really hard. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Come back tomorrow for the Friday diary, and otherwise, stay classy.